Rick, what's it like to nail down home ice for the first round here?
Yeah, feels good. That was something that it was our objective. Once we got this later on in the season, okay, we have a shot at getting home ice. Let's go for it and give the guys a lot of credit. They buckled down and we got it. And so I think it's important for us to be able to do that. And, yeah.
How'd you get things turned around during this winning streak?
Pardon me?
How'd you get things turned around during this winning streak for your group as a whole to get some momentum?
I think, even that 6 games we were losing, we played a couple of really good games in there. We did. I mean, not really good, but well enough to get a point or something. So we didn't let that beat us up. We kept the focus on the process and getting back to the things that we do well for 60 minutes, and we were able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, how impressed have you been? Kyle Connor just said that the commitment to that play and that defensive structure.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, because they know now what it looks like, and they know now what, okay, things aren't going well, what we have to do. It's a little easier for them to see it themselves, right? Because we've been doing it now for 2 years, it's a little easier to recognize, and again they have to buy in, and they've done that.
What can you tell us about Morgan Barron leaving the game?
We'll probably know more tomorrow morning. We got to get we'll see him get reevaluated.
Okay. Rick, further to your club's ability to self-correct elements of the system when it doesn't look quite right, does that make the second period tonight less of a concern, even though it's very late in the season?
Well, the second period was all just terrible puck management. It had nothing to do with structure. It was just puck management, all of it. So, but they recognize that too, right? Now that, okay, we're feeding their transition, we're giving them opportunities. We let them get back in the game just with our puck possession, our puck management. That's really the biggest issue we had in the second period.
Because Thursday's game has no stakes in the standings riding on it now, are you contemplating resting some guys who could use a break?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
That's not what I was going to ask you.
You're getting old like me, you got to write things down so you remember.
Kyle Connor, he has a big point streak right now at this point. Have you seen anything different from his game recently that's kind of led to a big string of point production? And is this the best hockey you've seen him play this year?
You know what I see in his game? I see him skating really well at both ends of the ice. Yeah. He really is. So that tells you he's engaged in the game. There's been some great back checks. I mean, I know he's scoring goals and he's creating things, but watch how many times, how hard he comes back. So when you see that in your players, you know they're totally engaged. And he is an elite offensive player that when he's engaged in the game, he's going to get those opportunities, he's going to bury them. You remembered now?
First, you talked quite a bit throughout the year about getting your first and second scoring lines going. Is this the best you've seen them playing, at the same time?
Yes, yeah. Again, we like that chemistry of the Monahan, Toffoli, and Ehlers line from the day we put them together, and that's looked good. Gabe's missed quite a bit of, he's missed enough time. But when he's there on that line, he looks good on it. We know the combination of Mark and KC works, because before KC got hurt, he was leading the league in goals, so we know that that's there. But we needed that second line to come up and be more consistent, and they've done that with the acquisition of Sean and Tyler.
You're not the kind of guy to talk much about yourself, so I'll ask about your coaching staff, but I just wonder how you feel the job that your coaching staff has done from a team that not long ago was in a 6-game losing streak, and you laid out a bunch of things that you wanted your team to do, and it almost looks like you've ticked every single box that you were trying to get this team doing before you're heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, the coaches, our coaches work very hard. They're here early in the morning, and they're all very intelligent hockey. They're good hockey people, and they're good people. They all have good rapport with the players, and that's important today. That communication you absolutely have to have with your players, and the whole staff is very good at that. But they work closely with the players, and they come to the rink every day, and they're very well prepared. So, again, how many head coaches can take the month of November off, and the team can keep going? So, give them all the credit. They deserve an awful lot of it. Good. Thanks.
Thank you.